This is a Love Life Horoscope tarot reading for Sagittarius from January 25th to February 8th, 2022. Let's get to it. What do we got going on for you in the next 2 weeks? 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, and a 2 of Pentacles. There's someone in your energy it's kind of like they're working towards challenging you. This is going to be throwing off your plans here. Whatever your plans are, they're going to change as a result of this person. It's kind of like they're instigating to get your attention onto them. Let's clarify 7 of Wands. Like, this person could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You know, the 7 of Wands makes me think of the movie Scent of a Woman with Al Pacino. And in it, he's this retired army colonel. He's this badass who's gone blind and needs the assistance of this other character. His name is Charlie. He's this young college kid. Good kid, straight-laced. Meanwhile, back on campus, Charlie's pinned for this prank that's gone wrong, involving the dean's car getting painted or something like that. Charlie ends up being the fall guy for these rich guys that actually did the prank. Charlie was just a bystander. So fast forward, there's a public disciplinary committee in front of the entire school, and the dean tells Charlie he's got 2 choices. He can either rat on the boys who did it, or he can be expelled. Then blind Pacino comes in, yelling hypocrisy and threatening to burn down the school with a flamethrower. And then he says, makers of men, creators of leaders, be careful what leaders you're producing here. Because Charlie here isn't going to sell anybody out to buy his future. And that's called integrity. That's called courage. And the 7 of Wands is just that. It's about standing up for your beliefs, no matter what the cost. Oh, for them? Ties. For you? Yearning. This person really wants your attention. Like, it's almost like whatever they're doing is completely tied to getting your attention. This is going to throw you off. It's kind of like you're not anticipating. You may be anticipating this person, but it's kind of like what they're bringing towards you. It's making you juggle what you're doing versus what they want to do with you. What does this person want to do with you? Let's ask that. Actually, before we get to that, let's ask, how are they challenging you? Like, how are they coming towards you? Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, and the 2 of Swords. You're not going to expect this, so it's so hard to paint a picture for you, because it's almost like they're coming to you in a way that you're not going to see. Like it's almost like you're blindsided here with the 2 of Swords. Like, their energy is of not knowing the full picture. It's kind of like they're a little bit rebellious and idealistic in how they approach. It's kind of like this reckless communication that's coming towards you. Like, very fast moving, but without much. It's like it hasn't been thought through, or they don't know the full picture. So perhaps because they don't fully know what they're going to be doing and you don't see it coming, that makes it very difficult to read these cards, because it's kind of like this hasn't been finalized, or it hasn't really manifested into a full-on delivery. Like it hasn't manifested into tangibility yet. It's kind of just this energy of rushing in from them without much thought. Let's clarify this Page of Swords. For them, obligations. For you, altruism. So they feel obligated to speak to you. It's kind of like this rushed energy, like time is running out. All these swords, all this thinking. They're coming to you selflessly, like they're doing something that really puts them. It's almost like that they know that they may look a little bit, naive, but they're still coming towards you just because they're willing to make themselves vulnerable. It's like this urgent feeling to communicate with you. What are they working on? Let's go back to that question. 10 of Cups, the Hierophant, and the World. You want this connection with them. They want it too. However they're working, their motivation is to have this connection with you. They're fantasizing about this happily ever after. There's a purpose here that you've embraced already, that you're working within. Like you know what your purpose is, and you're working within it. You're ascending. You may be getting a lot of attention through this, but it's like with the Hierophant, you want this union with them. So whatever they're working on here is to have this commitment that you want. Let's clarify this World, because that's probably the biggest thing that will tell us what they're working on, because it's clearly what you're working on. For them, understanding. Whoa. For you, tradition. Virtue also came out, but this is something that you've been doing for a while. They have some sort of understanding when it comes to this. Perhaps there was a confession of some sort. Perhaps you confessed to them, or you let them know what you're doing. There was some truth exchanged. So it's something that you've been doing and something that they are understanding that you're doing. So they're working in that aspect with the 8 of Pentacles. So why is this going to make you juggle? We saw the 2 of Pentacles earlier. Why is this going to have you juggling if it's the same thing? The Emperor, the Chariot, and the Temperance. 5th dimensional energy across the board. 3 major arcana cards. There's some sort of rule that it's like that there's some sort of obstacle. Something is keeping them from fully coming towards you. Like you're waiting on this person to come towards you. I feel that you've given this opportunity to them, and now you're waiting on them to come in. But for them, that there's something, it's kind of like something that is purposely keeping them under control, keeping them from being free to do what they want. So that's the issue here. It's something in their energy it's almost like a big obstacle, a very powerful obstacle. There may be some distance even. seems like you invited them to come towards you and now you're waiting. So you're fully aware of this person, but there's an obstacle. Whatever this obstacle is, you're going to get involved in this. You're going to help them try to figure this obstacle out, try to get around this obstacle with them. And the Chariot is the obstacle buster. So that's why it's almost like you have to put your plans on hold to work something out for this person. Let's clarify this Chariot. Or no, the Emperor. Let's clarify the Emperor. For them, merits. For you, friendship. Yeah, they need your help. They need to rely on you. They need your support here. Merits. It's something about this decision here that they need to prove that it's the right decision for them. Merits. There may be other people involved in this that are telling them. There could be a father figure or someone who has some sort of command over them, like this patriarchal kind of energy where it's like telling them not to do something unless there's firm evidence. So they need some evidence. They need merits. They need that to come from you. It's almost like you have to show how invested you are to having them come towards you so that they can. In the extended, we'll look into what happened. In the extended, we get to the random generated questions. So I press a button and they come up. And it's funny how they come up because a lot of times they come up really in sync with the reading. So the first question is, what happened that made the love interest act the way they did towards you? So perhaps there is some history here. You have been waiting, so maybe you'll get some answers. What surprises lay in store for you this week? That's a good question. What does the universe require from you before this love interest is allowed into your life? I think that will have something to do with this because this is all fifth dimensional energy here. And we'll ask, how will this love interest affect your life? That is a good question. The link for the extended is down below. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you the best of your choices. Much love.